Hey guys, please like and subscribe and check me out on Twitch. Today I'm on a Diamond 2 account and I'm going to be showing you guys the Immortal Shield Bow build that a lot of people have been running lately. We're running Conquer, Overreal, Bloodline, Last Stand with Nimbus and Gathering Storm. We're a little bit late to lane, but that's alright. I'm just going to try to get to lane and farm because basically this matchup is Thresh favored. And I would say because it's favored for Thresh, then you have Jhin, who's also in a favorable situation. So Thresh started Hook, and I'm really just here to chill. Because right now, it's hard for me to actually do anything here. I can obviously go for cheeky autos here and there, but in terms of full-on engagements, it's really favored for them. Even though Thresh started Hook, which is a bit in this matchup, I just have to play respectfully. And I also think that makes it so their jungler started topside, and so basically my goal here is I just don't really want to miss any XP. Missing the CS is fine, especially if you're in the lane that like has the wave pushing into you. Then it's okay to miss some CS and just make sure you're trying to get the EXP while staying safe. So now I'm just gonna be last hitting, and again we're not going aggressive at all here because we're gonna expect that my team's playing for topside, which means that I'm just burning guns, making sure I don't get killed, and I'm farming. Which means prepping CS before it's the tower. So I can probably do, if she's not gonna take that one, yeah, there we go. So she has stacks, so it's not that bad. Ooh. Nice. And then ping Mia. And again, we're just chilling. There's just not too much to do here. It's a pretty boring laning phase, but honestly, I think the most important thing that you could learn for yourself when you're playing laning phase is actually understanding the way the map moves, because when you understand the way the map moves, it's actually going to let you understand when to go aggressive better. Because for example, if you don't understand where the junglers are pathing, what's going to end up happening a lot of the times is you're just going to be going for plays that might look good, but it's really impossible to tell if your opponent's ever bluffing or not because you don't know where their opponents are. But like, now that we have information and we didn't go aggressive, pretty much what ends up happening is my top laner and jungler get a play off successfully without having to be worried that I'm going to run it down, because I'm going to coin flip my lane and go for an aggressive play. And so I have good swap here. So what I'm thinking is that if we get ganked here, it's going to be really unfortunate timing. So I kind of have to see if I can bait out any aggression from them, because getting ganked on this timing would be really unfortunate. So ideally, I'm gonna call for assistance, and I'm gonna, yeah, so they're going pretty aggressive here. I think my rel's kind of trolling, but this looks pretty good. That's okay. I think my rel played that a little bit poor. But you notice how in that situation, when you have a slow stacking wave but you don't have pressure, it's actually pretty risky. And so instead what I did is like, okay, I can't actually commit to getting that wave into tower, so I have to call my jungler. And that's the one situation. I think a lot of players always call for junglers at the wrong timings. The timing that you want to call your jungler is when you're scared of getting ganked on the slow stacked wave and you don't have help from your team and you think the enemy jungler is going to be there. That's the situation where you need to call for a 3v3, because what you can do is with the wave advantage you can still crash the wave. But notice how our Lilia wasn't quite there yet and our Rel wasn't ready to react properly to the play. We ended up getting killed. But knowing that what I know, I was just like, okay, I should just back off here and wait for my team. It's an interesting game. It's a little bit of a calm game, but I'm gonna have 1.2k on back, and so in this situation, I think going tier 2 boots is probably still my best bet, because this makes my laning phase safer. It opens me up for snowballing and opens me up for rotations. So it's a bit of a gamble though, because this makes it so I'm gonna scale a bit weaker into the game, and if Jhin goes towards his mythic first, I'm gonna be behind him. And we're just gonna have to pay attention to that and see if this gamble pays off. Normally, Aphelios with the Conqueror though can do a lot with tier 2 boots, and I'm gonna be looking to play a bit more aggressive. And anytime that I feel the lane is 50-50, I'm gonna look to go aggressive. I'm back in lane. Basically, in this situation, I'm gonna burn grab here. It's a bit cheeky, but who knows when I can away with it. Rel's giving it pressure, so I'm gonna give it pressure too. But basically, in that situation, I think that burning Grav is not terrible, because let's say they don't push the wave in and they actually help me with a slow shoving wave onto blue, white, red. That's just always ideal situation for Aphelios. Thresh is roaming mid here, so I actually want to force pressure here with Rel. Hopefully she gets the play, and I think we should dive Jhin here because Thresh can't match anymore. So this is looking pretty decent. At the very least, we make Jhin back off from the wave. And now Thresh has time to rope back around, and we're gonna go for a play and dip out. We'll be fine, but yeah. So Thresh went for a really bad roam timing there, and you can tell that's a bad roam timing because the play itself was not actually happening. I should pull the wave here. The play wasn't happening anymore. The play happened topside, so for Thresh to make it to that play, it would take him like 30 seconds to go across the whole map, which is just really unrealistic. There's no way he's gonna make it there, and the play is still gonna be happening. So what ended up actually happening was that Thresh goes for a bad roam, I get a play, and Jhin misses a wave. So even if they were ahead from a decent bit from the play they made earlier, Thresh is just effectively kind of griefing his Jhin by forcing him to be behind by missing a wave. And so I believe that this wave is slowly pushing into me because they're roughly about the same amount, but it's closer to them. So when the next wave comes in, it's going to be pushing into me, which means that I don't really need to be here. If I'm really scared of dying and Thresh is good at forcing, J4's not 6 yet, I don't really need to be here. I can just wait. And so I could call for my jungler, I could see what map pressure is. We have TP and they have no matching TPs, so I'm actually down to go aggressive here. And so we'll see. I'll thin out the wave a bit, and I think this is a really good timing to fight. They burn cooldowns, and I'm 6. And I think in terms of this all-in, I think Aphelios 6 is a bit better, but Rel didn't really help me hold that position there. I was positioned to go aggressive, but I think one thing that I used to make this mistake a lot, I've been working on, it's like actually a bad habit of mine, is I would always go aggressive even if my supports weren't ready for it. And so in that situation, I was like postured to go aggressive and just all in with red white. But if I take all the damage from Thresh Jhin, I'm going to die first. There's no question about it. I'm going to die there. So instead what I do is I just say, okay, like, are we gonna fight? I think it looks decent if Rel gets an engage off, but she doesn't take the engage, so instead I just chill out. And they're going for a play topside, and so obviously I'm the only play that could happen here. And so I have tier 2 boots, which makes it a bit easier for me to dip in and out, but I just need to play really safe and miss the cannon minion. No, but like I got the XP at the very least, which is nice, but I need someone to come back down here because this is a bad lane state. My lane is slow shoving into them, which means I'm going to be missing farm and EXP, and I have no way of actually stopping it because it's 2 versus 1. So obviously I'm playing as best I can to play safe. Maybe I could bait it out, but I do think it's warded here. And so I don't think we can actually get a good force off. But it's all about just like playing to the limits that we can go for. And unfortunately, we've been playing weak side and our rel doesn't seem to be like too sharp on going for engages, meaning that it's a relatively calm lane state. And that just means I'm gonna have to pop off in skirmishes where I can actually get involved. But so far this game, there's just not very many opportunities for me to get involved. A good swap here, so if they force onto me, I'm completely down. Rengar's top. My jungler's top side. Jin's also just way stronger than me. I forgot to mention, basically he had back and I didn't, so it's really hard for me to play. I probably should have recalled a bit earlier, but as you see here, this is a slow shoving wave with cannon, so they should be crashing this wave instantly to deny me. I'm gonna go get my Noon Quiver and I'm going to go straight back to lane with my tier 2s. So this means, like, in this situation, even if Jhin shoved it as fast as possible, I wouldn't miss that much because there's a cannon wave pushing into me. So if you look at the map here, you're gonna see that the cannon wave is pushing into me, but the amount I'm gonna miss is probably not too much. Maybe I miss the cannon. Ideally, I come back into lane and get the EXP, which I do. Nice. And that should be our goal. Obviously, like, goal should be to catch the wave, but if you can't, that's fine. So my Leah just started drag. And so because she just started it, I'm more inclined to at least have this shoving so I can rotate easier. And I won't miss as much if I rotate to the play. I have Rel's hovering, and now I need to crash this wave. I don't want to get engaged on when Rel's over here, so I want Rel to come here and help me crash this wave. And then we can reset the wave again. And what I'd want to do here is, because I don't really have anything too great to get, I'd want to go play for vision. So I'm looking up. Thresh could potentially be there. It's fine. I want to go play for vision. I'll ward here. Ward's gonna die. I'm gonna go try to get cheeky ward down, because again, there's really no point for me to stay there. And looks like there might be a play happening mid. Not too sure. I'll drop a cheeky ward here, and Thresh is moving. Leah's not here. I could hit the plant. They might think it's Leah. And J4 clears my pink already. A little bit unlucky. Probably could have put it in Pixel Bush. It's a bit easier to defend. Now I'm back in lane. And you see how this, like, nothing happened in lane? The only thing I really had to worry about is if they hard shove, I would have to be back in lane on time so I could match their shove. But it looks like, again, J4 is bot side, and we have good information because, I mean, I guess Ralph's still warded, so we had information that J4 is here, making it a lot easier for us to play. And Lee is here, so I'm going to play up. Not super aggressive because I don't want to completely give it away, but I think Ralph could have tanked that hook there and it would have been fine because this is looking like they want to fight. So I think maybe we gave it away a bit that Lily is here with our positioning, but basically I think Ralph could have tanked that hook and the fight should have started. But you know what? That's alright. Pretty just aim game. Farming. Again, it's a slow shove. This really doesn't do too much. It'd be problematic if it was a freeze, but it's a slow shove. They're playing kind of weird though. I really do feel like J4's been bought for a while now, but there's no actual way for me to know because he just hasn't been showing. We have a winning top side. He's behind, so they're only like the only lane they feel really comfortable going in on is bot lane. But I'm completely content with just farming, and especially if like you have a winning map, there's no real reason for you to ever feel forced to go for any plays. So what I could do here, now that I see where J4 is, I pull the wave a bit, and this is gonna help it shove into us faster. My Rel keeps on going for these awkward like I don't know why she feels the need to contest river there, because that was like a situation where we could actually go and fight 2v2. Like every time it feels like there's a 2v2 opportunity. It feels like Rel is moving away from it. A little bit frustrating, but patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Just fishing here. I do like holding on to a bit of Calvin grab in the sense that it's just such a consistent combo. You can always get guaranteed DPS on it. Unless they have tenacity, then I guess it's kind of hard. But yeah, we're just waiting for map pressure and go from there again. And it's actually funny. I've been playing a bit off stream, and I'm kind of known for just blasting anime music and like playing super aggressive all the time. And I realized that actually just makes me play really bad. I thought it makes me play better, but it usually just makes me play bad because I don't pay attention to the map at all. And so I'll just create these ridiculous game states that are really hard for my team to follow up on. And I've kind of realized that playing the map, and it's like taking my own advice really, like playing the map is a lot easier because the game's just so much more relaxed. Like this game, imagine how stressful it would be if like our bot lane, like we started dying here and then our team's in this like confusing situation there. Oh my god, bot lane's losing, even the top lane, like we're making plays top lane. I can't believe it. He might flash on me here. I'm ready to flash. Yep. See what I mean? Like I shouldn't have even been there, but I'm just chilling. Like my job this game is just to chill. There's not much else to it. I don't even know if I can upload this to YouTube anymore because there's absolutely nothing happening in my lane. This is some commentary, all right. But yeah, Rel, I would really like to 2v2 now actually, if you'd like to get into gear so we can play the game. I'm not too sure what angle you're going from. They might be in this bush. So that's a good back timing. I have my mythic 2.1k. Back timing, cannon waves pushing back into me. You couldn't really ask for more. The only thing I could have done better there is I should have pinged me on my Thresh, and that's about it. This pot does nothing anymore, so I get a pink ward, and I'm back to the races, back to my laning phase, and we're doing fine. Less pressure, more CS. Hey, it is what it is, man. I'm surprised they aren't FFing yet because they're losing really, really hard. Having a not winning bot lane and then just having Rengar, J4, just two completely useless champions behind, it's just not a fun time. So not too sure why they're not FFing, but you know, I'm not complaining. Actually, maybe I am. Dude, maybe I need to like make some artificial chaos in these games to make it more like YouTube uploadable. Oh my goodness, how to come back from behind. They're doing a illegal drag here, so I'm just gonna shove out. and I'm here to contest. There's no shot they do drag here, I think. I want to get one auto on J4 here. Nice. And then I go back to shoving bot lane because they don't need my help for drag, but then if I shove out bot, then it creates faster pressure on the map. Flash all. I mean, this J4 has done absolutely nothing to win his team the game, so I don't know what he be all chatting for. But we're just gonna shove out bot lane, which is gonna pressure the map faster. And go from there. This is a snoozer game, dude. I'm trying my hardest to keep the commentary bumping, but yo, this game is sleeper, dude. This is how like games should be when you're trying to climb though. Games shouldn't be some crazy 1v9 fest. It should really just be like, I'm making like very few mistakes and I'm just creating like the best situation for my team to win the game. But you know, I think high octane is kind of where it's at, you know, so ooh. I wonder if this is worded. I doubt it, and there's nothing for me to do. No camps, I can't catch this wave. If I'm going to, it's gonna be 2 stacked. So Akshan's going mid, meaning that I can just back here and get Dirk and another pink. And I could literally walk mid here. And I can ping bot, and now I can get myself more on the map. So I need Akshan to rotate here, because someone has to catch this wave that's pushing. Of course he's not gonna go. I'm gonna go mid here because it's more likely that a play is gonna happen here, and shoving out mid faster is gonna help my team more. So I'm here, they're fighting. I'm the same level as Ahri with Shieldba, meaning that she's just useless against me. And so I'm gonna stack up my chakrams now. Just gonna shove in the wave faster. And I mean, this is just how you win with macro. I don't know what else to say. If a winning team, just play smart. GG. I could get a grab going here. She has to ult the wall. So I'll just set up. Ooh. You know, that's a bit of an int. It's a winnable. We don't have Lilia, so I'm just not gonna fight this. Unless Riven has ulti. If she wants to turn this, I'm down. I'll play it really slow though. Got him. Dang. Yeah, so you see how I play that fight? I think if there's one thing to note is you can, even when you commit to fights, they're like levels of how hard you want to commit. So my positioning was very like, if it goes bad, I can get out. But my Riven is kind of strong, so I'm somewhat interested in just, if she sees the play, I'm interested in following up. So I position in a way that's like, yeah, like they would have to overcommit to kill me, and it'll probably be a decent fight. And we'll go take their camps because Akshan can catch mid, I can catch bot, and they don't have everyone on the map right away, meaning that it's really easy for us to just take camps and get away with it. And this is how you really snowball games, is when you start just taking camps on the map and making it impossible for your opponents to play. Now there's nothing left to do on the map. Maybe it's kind of greedy for me to recall here, and so even though this back timing kind of sucks for me, I'm gonna take it, because if I go to golems and just walk around aimlessly, it's not really gonna help me out. Even though there's not too much to do, because Akshan's catching mid, even though I think he should be bot there. Like, it's just easier for me to recall and reposition, and then I'll come back on the map, because either way, nothing's gonna be happening. I'm gonna have to title this how you can fix your macro in 5 easy steps. I'll just like make some crazy title that just makes no sense. Some people are like, yeah, yo, my macro's so clean, dude. My macro's so good, bro. I could 1v1 Ahri here. Ahri's not here. We don't have TP. I doubt anyone's here because Ahri's last year. So that would mean their rotation would be super awkward, and they don't have a fast Baron. So I'm gonna take a recall here. I'll move a bit just in case. Now I have my collector. 50 seconds before drag. It's pretty lit. How you can fix your macro by reading the map. Okay, I'm gonna make some clickbait title and upload this still, but you know what? You guys are gonna like it because it's gonna make you better. I promise. I promise. You just have to take the pill and you'll be like, wow, I'm so glad I watched this video. Because now I know how to climb without being a griefer. An elo terrorist. And so Ukshan dies at a terrible timing, which means that we might lose drag for it, and that's completely okay. There's literally nothing wrong with losing drag here. I know, like, it's annoying, but I don't need to force this fight either. Like, this looks pretty trash. Our Riven's not here. Our number's down. Like, hey, I don't care. I don't care. Looks like they're kind of interested in fighting for it, so I'll get my green set up here. And there's just absolutely nothing going on. We could, this is really dumb. We should just go to Baron here, actually, because they're gonna be on the other side of the map. I do it really fast with these guns, so at the very least we could bait. And I think we shouldn't have even ran around there. I think the moment we pushed them towards boss side, we should have just forced them towards Baron. I think this is kind of troll. I actually think that we're supposed to play for a pick here. Yeah, I don't like this. I think what we could have done there is we go towards drag, push them out, and then we go towards this area and set up control and just get a pick. If we pick off anyone, then we can start Baron and force them to fight us. Now, so if it's just J4 and Jin mid, and I'm way ahead of Jin, so. That's fine. I'm gonna play up here because I don't want my lead to die. Sheesh. Unfortunately, I wasted my ult. I think if I had my ult there, that goes really well. But didn't go too great for us. Like, obviously the trade's fine, but I think that there's no reason for me to even like die there. And that it's kind of int. Let's just finish the tower. I'm gonna go towards pickaxe and oh, I'm already out of base apparently. Like I was just moving. We got some water. Cool. So let's see. I mean, we do Baron extremely fast. I think we should be looking at Baron here. I would like my Ukshan. I think I would like them to just instantly come here. Because their jungler is not going to be up and we should do it really fast. I think this recall is like pretty troll. I'll start it up. Also burn these guns because I think I'd rather have Infernum here. Or like at least low stack Calibrum, which would just let me transition straight into a team fight. Because I wouldn't really want to get into a full-on team fight. These guns. But yeah, notice how like J4 just dies randomly. So this should be pretty free Baron. Woo. We're good to go. And now I think we just play for inner, but it looks like Ari's maybe can't. Check for vision. See where she goes. Oof. Just dies. So that means we just shove here. Going for like extended fights right there is how you lose because we have the advantage and we have Baron. So playing towards the minions is like the best way for us to play the game. And then like going for a fight where like one person extends, other people aren't there, could put us in like a really disadvantaged situation. So. I'm gonna ult here. I think I'm getting kind of trolled. But that's actually, you know what? I never get situations like that where it's like a very specific application of ultis. But in those situations, you need to grab ult right away and create space for yourself. Does she have ulti? Nah, no shot. Okay, so I'm out of here. And notice how like my team trolled. They just chased for kills in the jungle instead of shoving for Baron in the 4v5. So, you know, we go back to what we do best. We just farm it up. We farm it up. We got the highest CS in this game, and that's for a reason. Because every time someone's trolling and it just looks bad, go back to farming. That doesn't look too bad from her, but you know, she's gonna die. Drags in a minute. That's the next objective we play for. And I have to build towards IE. They have no armor, so building towards IE is really good here. I need to drink more water when I do these because my voice is getting parched right now. But yeah, should be fine. They're going for a bot tower. I don't think that's terrible as long as they get out. They probably should have left earlier because it still would have died anyways. And now I just take jungle camps and I'll take red buff. And yeah. Riven's like super fed. She got a lot of EXP from getting solo kills. But if she wasn't ahead, I would say I would probably be the highest level in the game right now. I can't be the first person to walk in for pressure. 80 carries, unless you're trying to make like a game-saving play, guys, you don't walk in first for pressure. Instead, you just follow your team. I know, it's a crazy concept. It's annoying if your team's late, but you can't walk in first. It's really troll. So instead, we walk in a bit later. We'll take the free drag. And Riven's in like the midst of a bunch of people. 7 for move speed. Is Rel here? I think Rel could give me a pretty sweet ulti. Oh. But 2 are dead. So I'm gonna use Blast the Baron. I think it's actually almost gone. Yeah, it's 10 more seconds. Like, it's literally gone. But I'm still gonna shove. See, like, Rel shouldn't be on drag because she's not doing anything. Like, her being there won't make drag go down any faster, right? If they go on me with these guns, I win. That's why I'm here, by the way. I need that camp really bad. Thank you. Are we just gonna go mid? Okay, if we're gonna go, we gotta go, because no one's matching Rengar. Cool. I was back here. Obviously, I still want to pressure, but Rel's low. Rengar's missing. I'm IE Spike. I should just back here and play smart. 2 pink wards because Baron's almost up. I'm losing my voice! Dude, this is not good. And then I go back to farming until 140. We should set up pressure in their topside jungle while having Riven still pushing bot with TP. Oh my god, dude. No, man. I wanted to release commentary more often. Now I like him. Lose my voice, dude. Also, if you're still here and you're not liking and subscribing and giving your boy a comment, come on. So shut out mid. You always want to catch mid wave before the melee or the super minions kill it, because that's actually how you fall behind, is when super minions start eating the EXP that you should be getting. And you see that there's 2 mid at least, and so there's no way they're rotating, so Rengar's out of position. Oh my goodness, Rengar. And then I'll hold my grav. Oh, he cleansed it. An ulti on the knockup. Just a little mechanics 101 from your boy. And we do it again. 2 dead. I think we can just force an end. Or not. Let's just go bot then. It's fine. Triple inhib at this point should just be a free win anyways, so I guess we'll go bot. I want to burn my grav. I don't think grav is like super useful into their team. And getting caught with grav is going to give me less outplay, so. Not very interested in this fight. I would rather take the inhib. This will make my map easier to play. I'm here now though. I can clean up this fight if I have to. I'll finish the inhib first. Whoa, that hook hits me? So see, now it's triple inhib situation. And they had to reset. So they're feeling super pressured. Jhin has RC. Jin's actually really fed. I have ulti. I think we could end here, personally. Riven's just gonna TP in. I'll auto it to pressure. And then, I mean, we could go for a few style points. Just kidding. I mean, you know what? If you're looking to improve, that's the perfect game to watch. If you like the content, guys, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.